Hey everybody, welcome to another day of ELA. Today is day one of our new week, and we are going to be going over plugging in sounds into words to finish sentences. We did a lesson like this a few lessons ago, and this is just reinforcement for that lesson. Before we do this though, I'd like all my friends to focus on the video that I'm about to turn on for you. I know it's a little long and it might seem a little boring, but what it is it's a good way for you guys to be excellent readers because it's me going over the phonic sounds that you need to build the words, okay? So go ahead and watch that video and then come join me either on the computer or with your paper packet as we go over our ELA studies. See you in just a minute. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get ready for round one with our pronunciations. Are you ready? Here we go. This sound is ah. Ah. Like and. 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 Very good. Second sound is like am. Am. Our next sound is s. S. Like s. S. Bus. Focus on that sound, that s sound. Our next sound is going to be the one of the ones that makes the long sound. We can tell that by the line over the top. We're going to say this sound, E. E. Like eat. Eat. Very good. Our next sound, R. R. Like B. R. B. R. Okay? Our next sound, D. D. Just like add. Add. Mad. D. Our next sound, just like stuff. Stuff. Okay. Our next sound, I. I. Just like if. 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 Okay. Our next sound is one of our blending sounds, and it's when it's two letters coming together to make a new sound. Okay? And that's going to be the T and the H, and they make th. Th. Just like the is. The is. This. Okay? The. Our next sound, T. T. Just like k, at, cat. Okay? We're halfway done with round one. All right? Awesome job. We're going to move on to our second row over here. Here we go. This symbol looks like a letter I, and it just is a letter I. And we're going to say it I. I. Like I. I want to go to the movies. I. Our next sound, K. K. Just like t-ack. To-ack. K. Our next sound is going to be one of our long sounds again. We know this because the line is over the top. Okay? And this sound is going to be O. O. We see that letter, we say it just like that letter should be said. O. Just like the word over. Over. Our next sound is V. V. Just like of. of. Okay? And what I love about the v sound is if you take your fingers and you feel your throat, not too hard, but if you feel your throat when you're saying the v sound, you can actually feel your vocal cords vibrating. And that's what's making that sound, is that v sound. It's making the vibration, and the vibration's making the sound. It's craziness. All right, here we go. We're moving on to our next sound. P. P. Okay? Just like in the word s-ap. S-ap. All right? Our next sound. Ch. Ch. It's another one of those blends. Ch. Just like in the word ch. Touch. All right? Next sound. Eh. Eh. Just like in the word and. And. Next sound. B. B. Just like in the word g, r, a, b. G, r, a, b. Grab. And here comes another sound. This one's going to have 3 letters in it. We've gone over this one before in some of our worksheets. I'm just going to remind you. I-N-G, ing, ing, ing. I-N-G, ing, ing, ing. I-N-G, ing, ing, ing. Love this sound so much. Okay? And if we want to try to use it in a word, this is how it would be. S-ing. Just saying all 3 of those letters together. S-ing. Sing. All right? It's a fantastic sound. I love it. Next one. We're almost done. We're almost done, guys, with round 1. This is actually a small I. It's a lowercase I, but it's got the line over the top. That means it's going to make that long I sound. It's going to sound like I. I. So, I. Just like in the word ice. Ice. I want ice cream. And then our last sound for round 1 is going to be y. Y. Like in the word yard. 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 All right, that's it for round 1. I'll see you guys in just a minute for round 2. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get ready for round 2. Here we go. Our first sound is n. N. Just like in the word an. P-an. Pan. N. Our next word, okay, or I'm sorry, our next sound, rather. Our next sound is k. K. Just like in the word t-ack. Tack. The C and the K are both making the k sound in that word. So this is going k. K. Next word. Next sound. Oh my goodness. Next sound. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Just like in the word ox. 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 All right? Next sound. We've got a line over this sound. That means it's going to be the long sound. So we're going to say A. When we're making the long sound, we're saying the letter as it would be said in the ABCs. So A. Just like in the word 8. 8. Next sound. H. H. Just like in at. Hat. Next sound. just like in under, 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 up. Next sound, g, g, like in the word ag, ag, tag. Okay, next sound is l, l, just like in the word al, al, l. Next sound, one of my favorite sounds, w, w, like in the word w, ow, w, ow, wow. Next sound is one of our blending sounds. It's another one of my favorite sounds, and it's sh. Sh. And this is for a bunch of different words. You could go shh, quiet down, or w-ish. W-ish, wish. All right. Next sound, it's another blending sound. We've got ER, ER together goes ER, 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 ER. Remember that. Just like in the word brother, brother, okay? Think of it like a zombie. That's the sound. Next sound. The X is going to go x. X. It sounds like a K and an S put together. It even looks like that right here. Okay? X. Just like in the word ox. Ox. Okay? Next sound, two O's together. Two O's. Okay? They can make a couple of different noises, but right now the sound that we're looking for is the oo sound. Ooh, like ma-oon, ma-oon, moon, okay? Our next sound is j, j, just like in the word j, judge, j, like jello even, jello. All right. Next sound, we've got the Y here. Now this one is kind of funny because normally if you've got the line over the top of that letter, it's going to make that letter sound, that long letter sound. So normally we would want to say Y. But instead of saying Y, we're actually saying I. Every time we see this line over this Y. Alright? Let's try it. I. I. Just like in the word, I, my. All right? Almost done, guys. Almost done. We got 4 more. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Here we go. WH together goes w. W. Like in the word, I, Y. I, Y. All right? WH together, w. Makes that w sound. Q and U. Q always has to work with U. Okay? You're very rarely ever going to see it on its own. And anytime these two are together, they're always going to make the qu sound. Qu. Or ku. Okay? But right now we're going to go with the qu sound. Qu. Okay? Qu. Ick. Quick. Quick. All right? Quick. Qua. 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 Our next sound is one of my favorite sounds because it means I'm sleeping usually. Z. Z. Getting all those Z's in. Shh. Z. Z. So it's going z, z. Just like in the word buzz. Uz. Bees buzz. Bees buzz. And I sleep. Zzz. Zzz. Alright, next sound, but certainly not the last or the least sound, because you're going to hear a bunch more as we go through the year. We've got the U here with the line over. That means it's going to be making the U sound. Like a U. U. Hey, you. U. Use. Use. Alright? Use. Use. You. Okay guys, that's all I've got for round 2. You did great with the pronunciation guide here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. Otherwise, that's it for the pronunciation guide. I'll see you in the lesson. Hello everybody, and welcome back from that video on the pronunciation guide for our reading mastery. If you'd be so kind, please go ahead and write your name at the top of the paper. Alright, Mr. Flanders, that's my name. What's yours? So what we're going to do with this worksheet is we are going to use the letters and their sounds to finish off the words to complete the sentences. What we're going to do is we're going to do the first 2 together, and then you're going to do the last 2 on your own. Before we really get into that though, what I want to encourage everybody to do is look at the pictures that are right next to each sentence, because the pictures will tell us how these sentences need to be completed. So let's look at this first picture here. We've got a frog that's hopping on this cop. Okay, normally I would call him an officer, but for here we're saying cop. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at our 3 sounds. We've got t, h, and k. All right, t, h, and k. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the sentence and see which sound best completes the first empty spot we come to. The, frog, frog, will, blank up. The frog will blank up. What do we think the frog will do? What's the frog doing right now on the cop here? What does it look like he's doing? It looks like he's hopping. Now we're not saying hopping, but maybe we need to say the word hop. The frog will hop. So if we're going to say hop, we need that h sound. Let's try it. The frog will up, hop. Okay, yeah, that works, I think. The frog will hop to the blank op of the blank op. Okay. If we were to say, let's say we put the C right here. The frog will hop to the op of the, we've only got the T left, the top? Wait, what? The frog will hop to the cop of the top. The frog will hop to the cop of the top. Okay, hop is correct. Top and cop need to switch, I think. That just doesn't make sense, guys and gals. Alright, so we're going to put the T here for top, and then the C here for cop. Okay? The frog will hop to the top of the cop. The frog will hop to the top of the cop. Does that sound better? I think so, ladies and gentlemen. I think so. The frog will hop to the top of the cop. There we go. Let's go ahead and look at that next picture. And we've got a cook here, and she is looking in a book. Okay, fair enough. And the three sounds we're going to be working with for this sentence are k, b, and l. So let's read the whole sentence first before we start plugging in sounds. And real quick also, keep in mind you've got the double O here. It makes the ooh sound. Okay, it's gonna sound a little silly, but it's gonna say ooh. The k, ooh, k, cook. Ooh, I'm plugging in sounds already. All right, I'll give that one to you for free. Boom. All right, I'll give that one to you for free. The first sound should be k, k for the cook. Okay. So the cook must blank ook at the blank ook. The cook must, should we put the B there? B. Let's try it. The cook must book at the look. No, that doesn't sound right. Let's get rid of that B. We'll put the L there, the L. Let's try that. The cook must look at the book. Yes, much better. Much better. Now, how am I finishing these sentences? Well, obviously I'm plugging in the sounds where they need to be. But if I put a sound in the wrong spot, like I just did with the B and the L, is it okay to erase them and switch them out? Absolutely, absolutely. We want to make sure we're using the correct sound. We want to make sure we are getting it right. We are not just plugging sounds in there, because then at that point, all we're doing is making nonsensical words and sentences, and that's not how we become good readers. That's not how we become good speakers. We want to do the best that we can, so we don't plug the right sounds in. Okay? Right now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this part of our lesson because we've done the first two, and now the next two are on your own. After you are done with this, you are allowed to color the picture, so please feel free to go nuts on that one. And otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get our spelling ready. So I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Hey everybody, Mr. Flanders here. Let's go ahead and check out our spelling words. Here we go. Our first word is than. What word? Than. Our second word is it. What word? It. Our third word is he. He. What word? He. That's right. Number 4 is was. What word? Was. Correct. Number 5 is map. What word? Map. Number 6, cap. Cap. What word? Cap. Fantastic. Number 7 is the word nap. What word? Nap. That's right. And your last word is tap. Tap. What word? Tap. Fantastic work, my friends. All right, get your packets ready. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for reviewing the spelling words with me. Our new words this week are than, it, he, was, map, cap, nap, and tap. Fantastic. Your job, firstly, is to write your name at the top of your paper. If you are doing this in Schoology, your job is to type your name at the top of your paper. Okay? Okay. So, this worksheet is very much like all of our other spelling worksheets we've had so far, in that you are going to write each spelling word 3 times each. If you are doing this in Schoology, you should be typing them in the blue boxes 3 times each. Okay? There's no major demand here, no major lesson. It's just we need to make sure we are practicing our spelling words because we are building that vocabulary. So make sure you are not only writing the words, but you are also saying the words each time you write them out. Than, it, he, was, map, cap, nap, and tap. Other than that, my friends, that wraps it up for spelling today. We're trying to keep it light. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you're having issues if you're doing this in Schoology, please let me know. Otherwise, I will catch up with you in a little bit. Bye, guys.